gentlemen, and welcome to Game 1, home opener, season opener for your Oakville Rangers. We are down in Trafalgar Park. The boys have hit the ice. We've had a tremendous amount of preseason work, tournaments, tons of practices. The boys have been going all summer long, building to this point. They are primed and they are ready to go. So just before, because I know it's hard to hear on their introductions there, I'm just going to run down through our roster really quick so you know where we're at. Up front on forwards, number 7, Matt Financier. Number 8, Declan Lambert. Number 12, Carson Reisner. Number 13, Dylan Newton-Chotar. Number 14, Carver Kenty. Number 20, Stefano Iannace. Number 33, Jacob Fissel. Number 49, Thomas Stacey. Number 55, Simonis Rakowskis. Number 86, Logan Harvey. Number 9, on defense, number 9, Landon Little. 15, Easton 2, 67, Landon Policelli, 88, Kingsley Ing, 91, Jackson Hogaboom, 96, Aiden Hiltz, and in goal, number 61, Jonas Schrenko, and number 90, Declan Ralph. And that is your lineup for your Oakville Rangers 25-26 season. As you can see the boys circling around, I just want to very quickly just catch you up on a couple of things here. Bear with me while I scroll over. I apologize. Right, not there. I went to the wrong spot. Right here. You can see that some games have already been played in our loop. Brampton's got 2 games in, and Center Wellington, Milton, Burlington, Halton, and Flamborough all have games under their belts. They started midweek, so we're now just getting out of the gate. So we play today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we play an interlock game against the Glencoster Bombers. I'll talk more about that later, but right now let's focus at the task at hand as the boys skate over to the bench, get themselves ready. Hi, good afternoon. My name is Roger, and running the cameras and the audio is Daryl, and we're going to do our best this season to bring you some audio and visual for your play-by-play commentaries throughout the season, along with some other tidbits as we go through. And we'll point you to our social media pages and that sort of stuff where you can keep up on games and team activities and all that sort of stuff. As the boys circle around into center ice, the format is going to be is it 10, 15, 15?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
It's 10, 15, and then a flood, and then another 15. Okay? So a lot of hockey, a lot of time. The boys touch gloves. They come over by the benches. They touch base with the opposing staff, and that will be it. Your starting lineup, as the boys circle around, will be left side, Chotar. Right side, Stacy. On center, taking the drop, will be Carver Kenty. On D will be Ing and Little. And your starting goaltender for today will be Mr. Jonas Schrenko. Here we go, your 25-26 season, Game 1, home opener down at Trafalgar Park. Starts right now as the referee circles into the dot. Here we go. Puck is drop kicked off to the boards. Chipped forward and down into the zone as Sabres will pick it up around the back of their net. Cleared away and up to the blue line, but not out as Stacey knocked his man off the puck. We're going to see a lot of that sort of stuff this year where the boys are really starting to work through contact hockey. Puck comes up to the blue line. Quick shot in on that, gloved and held by the Sabres. And that will force a face-off down low to his left, 9:28. You push the link, right? Puck working on the short boards there for Fissel. Down around the bottom of the net, kicked out, but held into the end boards. The Sabres tie the guys up. Bottom of the circle, puck comes into the blue ice, but the Sabres goaltender will cover that up right away and hold it. But that will force a follow-up face-off. Back down, same dot, same side. Up to the blue line, Policelli, quick shot in on net. Knocked down by the defenseman, cleared away, sent the length of the ice. Icing will be the call. 8:59, little bit of a slow start. Both teams are just kind of feeling each other out, trying to get their groove. That's to be expected. Fresh lines are out. Fonacier on the dot. He'll have Harvey and Iannacci on the wings with Hogaboom and 2 on D. Quick shot, knocked down in the slot before it makes it through. Fonacier pushes it down in the corner for Harvey. Harvey will catch up to it. Fonacier gives him a hand as the boys battle in the corner. Puck comes up to the hash marks for Hogaboom. Top of the circle, it gets tangled up in his feet, man on. Kicks back down in the corner, down into the circle. Sabres will circle around the back of the net. Puck rolls off his stick, creating a little bit of traffic for him. Down below the goal line, puck squirts out high in the zone, up to the top of the circle. Quick shot in on net, does not make it through the traffic. Backhanded down the slot. Iannacci does the stick check. Hogaboom holds the line, now dribbles over. He will dump it back in, deep into Rangers territory, into Sabres territory. Puck comes up into the neutral zone, loose puck. Hogaboom dumps it back in. Harvey gives chase around the back of the net. Play's broken up, they'll come out the other side. Stretch feed for the Sabres does not connect cleanly. Little will dump it right back into the other end as line changes will go on. Up to the blue line for Ing. Ing, quick shot in net, tipped. Oh, they scored off the tip from Ing on the blue line. That was Kenty that got a piece of that. That was at 7:40, and that was 14 off of the tip from Ing, right?
Yep.
So 7:40 into the first period, Rangers draw first blood, get on the board, get a little bit of breathing room while teams are still trying to figure themselves out a little bit. They've done a lot of skating, a lot of work. But it's different. The season has started. And once the season has started, everybody's a little apprehensive. Everybody's on their heels just a little bit until they really figure themselves out. Line changes are up here now. We've got Reisner taking the draw with Lambert left side, Stacey right side, Policelli and Hiltzy on D. Puck dribbles out into the neutral zone. Sabres will pick it up. They'll fire it ahead down in the slot, but it's broken up before they get a chance to turn on it. Fed across to Lambert up the short boards. Lambert trying to keep it up in the neutral zone, trying to pick his pocket. Reisner gives him a hand up in the neutral zone. Stacey knocks it off his stick. It comes up in the zone. Lambert and Stacey break away down the left-hand side together. Shot goes wide right side, down in the back of the net. Lambert up to Policelli. Policelli. Oh, and Stacey! It's a repeat of the same play. It gets waved off immediately. But Policelli takes a point shot. Stacey tips it down above the crossbar, ruled high sticking, obviously. But it was funny that it was a repeat of the exact same play. So goal, no goal. Just outside the dot for Reisner. Down in the corner, plays broken up below the crease, down below the goal line, skirts out the far side. Down bottom of the crease there, Policelli will fire it around, but it miscued on the poke check. Puck gets hung up. Top of the circle, shot is sent into the crease. They get a swipe at it, but it was a bouncing puck. They weren't able to connect. Quick shot in on net and covered up for Shranko as he will hold the puck. 6:19 will get a face-off down and to Shranko's right. Fonacier is going to take this draw. Iannacci on his left. He's got Fissel on his right. They're going to come up the left-hand side. Fonacier breaks to the left. Dump in deep, down around the back of the net. Fissel gives chase. They're going to catch up to the corner. They get turned back, broken up in traffic, down below the hash marks. Fissel gives them a hand. Puck is picked up by Sabres as they'll go back around the net and up the far side for a Hogaboom. We'll pick it up on the blue line. Quick shot in on net. Ooh, that hit a Sabres player in the head. He's going to go straight to the bench. He's okay, but they waved him straight in. That puck came up and clipped him in the head. He seems to be okay, but he skated himself off. He went over right away. We'll keep an eye on that. Boys are getting to an age where speed and strength is really starting to come into play, and they can shoot the puck, and it's getting dangerous. It's a real thing. This is starting to turn into what looks like men's hockey now. Boys are coming up around on the hash marks. Point shot hits a leg, broken up at the dot. Chipped off the glass. Iannacci gets a piece of it. Puck is turned back inside. It's going to go dribble right down in on net. We're going to cover that up and get a face-off at 5:05.
I've seen that.
What's that?
I've seen that on Amazon too.
Face-off down low. Chotar chips it off the boards for Kenty. Kenty moves it across. Knocked off the puck, but Kenty picks up the loose puck. He'll bang it off the boards for Chotar up the left-hand side at the hash marks. Chipped ahead, puck is loose, picked up by the Sabres. They float down into the corner with it. Squirts out the other side. Little catches up to it. He'll come up for Harvey on the right-hand side. He's got a little bit of room, but the Sabres are closing in. Chips it off the boards to get it in deep. Center and pass broken up by the Sabres. Breaking out the left-hand side. Sabres drop it. Point shot patted away by Schranko. Down around the back of the net, squirting out the other side. Little catches up to it on the goal line. Up for Harvey, looking for Chotar. Can't get the pass off in time. Kenty cleans it up. He'll skate it over. There's a 2-on-1 kind of shaping up. It's in tight. Quick shot in on net, up high, and gloved by the Sabres goaltender. Puck comes out back into our neutral zone where Hiltzy will circle for it, looking for Kenty on the far right side. He'll chip that down in far side and head to the bench where we're getting fresh legs out. We're rolling up inside 4 minutes. Up the blue line, not out. Hiltz not able to get the shot off as the pressure was leaning down on him down below the goal line. The Sabres are cleaning up. Harvey backhands it up to the blue line for Policelli. He'll send it right back in. Up for Sabres. Sabres up to the blue line. Policelli gets the glove down to hold the line. Good job there up to the blue line. But now what comes out as Sabres coming up. Rakowskis will turn on it. In deep, a little bit of room. Quick shot in on net. Gloved and held by Sabres at 3:19 in the first. Like what I'm seeing so far. The boys are they're organized. They're not panicking. Yes, we started a little slow while we fill it out, but they're organized and looking for each other and just calm, cool, collected. It's exactly the kind of hockey that you want to be playing right now. Don't get all panicky. Just settle in, play the kind of hockey you've been playing all summer. The boys have had a great few games these last tournaments that we were in. They finished those tournaments strong against high-end ranking teams off of last year's rankings. Coming down the other way, 2-on-1 for the Sabres. Hogaboom was there. Good job by two to come back and break that play up and take away that pass. Good back checking right there. Easton did a real good job of turning the Jets on, getting himself in the right position to be some help as we got hung up a little tiny bit. Puck comes high and down into the zone. Point shot patted away by Schranko. Yeah, coming back the other way, tied up into the feet of Rakowskis. They were trying to get sprung loose there. Puck goes down in the corner. Hogaboom's going to catch up to it first. A little bit of contact down in the corner there. Up to the blue line, broken up, hits a skate. Stacey will pick it up on the hash marks. He'll come back up to the blue line. Broken up. Quick shot in on net. Chipped out the other way. Up to the blue line. Gloved and held by Schranko. Yeah, so the boys played down in St. Catharines for the early bird tournament. And the couple of first games we played were a little bit up and down, but the last couple of games we played, they were against high-ranking teams from last year and played fantastic, high-speed, on-your-toes hockey, short passes, using the perimeter really well, lots of body contact, moving the puck around. They were playing a brand of hockey that if they play for this entire season will show up very well in the standings and numbers and stats for these guys. It was a great early effort. As that shot is quickly in on net. It was really nice to see because it was the first time we'd actually seen them really step up that much, and it was night and day to some of the other games we'd seen from them. So that's what we're hoping for, and I'm sure coaches are looking for the same sort of stuff as Sabres come up out of the zone here. Broken up by Ing, he had to wait on it as Ian Archer was still in the zone. Ing jumped the line just a step or so. Kenty's going to take the draw. He will have Chotar left side, Fissel right side with Policelli and Little on D. Chotar is going to jump the line. He'll hang on to it, take it deep, chipped off the boards, catches up to it, trying to center it, gets broken up, back up to the hash mark. Sabres hang on to it, but Fissel comes in to give him a hand. Down in the corner, Fissel battling with it. Puck goes around the back of the net. Kenty gets a piece of it. We're inside the last minute of play now in the first period as Sabres trying to break up. They're trying to clear it, but they don't get over the line. Now they'll get it up into the neutral zone, skating down the other way. Puck goes down into the corner. Send up the blue line, but not out. As Ing will backhand it up into the neutral zone. There's 20 seconds on the clock. There's time for a play. As Chotar breaking down the left-hand side. Gets the shoulder inside, in tight, quick shot. Oh, the center and pass does not connect. As Hilty comes back up the blue line for Resner. Resner tries to get it in deep. Sabres going back out the other way as they'll get caught deep in their zone and turn on it, but that's going to do it. Period number one, game number one of your season opener is in the books. We're playing hockey, and I love it. Quick short break, another 10 is on the clock. Second period intermission will be a flood if I have been told things properly. So just to recap, so the score is 1-0. Lone goal came at the 7:40 mark off the point shot from Ing, tipped by Carver Kenty. Actually, nice tip, waist high, push it up top, really, really nice goal. I'm sure the coaches are liking a lot of what they're seeing, but we're not skating quite as hard as we've seen them skate. So I'm sure that the coaches are going to be asking them for the boys to push just a little bit more than they have been so far. They're not doing anything wrong. We just know they're a little bit more explosive than what we're seeing. So you want to get them used to playing that way early in the season, straight away, right? They're capable, and when they're cooking, it looks really good on the ice. 15 is on the clock. Goalies have switched ends. Here we go, period number two. Rosner takes the draw. Harvey will kick it back to the blue line. Sabres jump on it. They'll get a turn, bottom of the circle. Not able to get that pass off. Cleared out of the zone. Sent the other way, all the way down to the dot. Icing is waved off as it never made it there. Puck cleared up into the bottom of the circle. Sabres up into the neutral zone. They're trying to chip that puck forward. It gets sent back all the way back into our territory. No icing as it wasn't that close to center. Stretch feed gets pushed through. Hogaboom will pick it up deep in our zone. He'll kick it off the boards. It gets knocked down before it gets out of the zone, so it doesn't exit cleanly. Sabres will gain possession as they will curl back in their zone. Little bit of an apprehensive start for both teams here to start the second period. Puck is fired length of the ice on net, so Schrenka will play it. Push up into the neutral zone. We're just kind of moving back, and both teams are just kind of stuck. They're moving back and forth and not really doing anything here so far. So Schrankel will take that point shot and glove it, knock it down. We'll get fresh legs. Coach will reset, and we'll start the way we're supposed to be starting. It's okay, because they're 13 years old. And sometimes you get one thing, sometimes you get another thing. Let's just get them on their toes and get them cooking. As the puck comes out, knocked down from the face-off, chipped up to the short boards. Rakowskis picks it up. He's trying to get it out of the zone. Up to the blue line, hung up. Fonacier working with it. Now they get it up over the lines as it squirts up into the neutral zone. Sabres will pick it up on their hash marks. They're going around the back of the net with it. Up to the half boards, chipped out. No icing as there's a man on. Little will be the first guy into the zone. There's 2 in deep. He'll go back out the other way for Ing, who catches up with it. They'll work it together and chip it over for Rakowskis as he comes up the right-hand side. Pass doesn't connect in the neutral zone. Ing will push it across. Cuts through the middle. Takes it with him. He gets a turn. Bottom of the circle. Quick shot in on net. Rebound. Sabres will pick it up deep in the zone. They'll bang it off the boards. We almost got tangled up there in the line change. Good job to jump over that puck. Lambert pushes up for Rakowskis. Doesn't connect on the pass. Sabres pick it up deep in their zone. They'll go around the back of the net with it. Carver on the boards. Deep in their territory. Sabres at the hash marks. Up to the point. Little will send it in deep. On the goal, on the single, Rakowskis. Fan on the first shot. Got the second shot off when the goalie had time to recover. Gets a piece of the glove on it. Another shot in on net. Squirts over in the corner onto the hash marks. Little will get there first. He'll chip it down in the corner. Puck comes up in the neutral zone. Hiltz will skate back for it. No icing. He'll chip that back down. Up in the neutral zone for Stacy. Stacy trying to move it across, but they get tangled up on the miscue. Puck is deep in our territory. Sabres are going to get there first. Down around the back of our net. Up to the blue line. Carver will pick it up. He's got a little bit of space. Quick shot in on net, doesn't make it through the traffic. Up into the neutral zone, Sabres have a piece of it. Banging on the boards right in front of the net. The boys will go down into it. There's a man on. Sabres go around the back of the net. They put the brakes on and pop it the other side. Up to the blue line. Policelli, quick shot in a net, rebound, loose. Poke for it. Stacey tried to get a stick in there. Their big D-man come over and gave him a little push back. He said, no, thank you. He said, okay, I didn't do nothing. Quick line changes will come through. What's that?
Sounds like it.
We're down to 10:49. Second period. Line changes are out. Reiser's going to take this draw. Fissel right side. Lambert left side. Puck is down in the slot, down low. Can't get the shot turn. Came in on the backhand. Sabres are going to come down the left-hand side. Bottom of the circle, looking for an option out front. Puck is deflected in the blue ice. They get a whack at it. Doesn't make it through traffic. Stretch feed, up the middle, trying to get inside. Fissel down low, in tight, quick shot, scores! At 10:20 in the second period, Fissel jumped in, got low in the bottom of the circle, and bottom of the slot. 10:20. That was Fissel, right? Yeah. Do you know who fed it to him?
No, that part I don't know.
I didn't see who fed it to him. We'll have to look that up on the replay later. So, deep into the second period at the 10:20 mark, Rangers are out in front by 2. Fed up to Fonacier at the blue line. He'll look for Harvey. Harvey trying to get inside with the toe drag through the 5-hole, but, pardon me, doesn't slip through. They get tied up on the hash marks. Harvey takes it down in the corner, battling there. Out into the neutral zone. Knocked off the puck into the skates. Chipped ahead at the blue line. Sabres will pick it up. They'll kick it back to their D as they'll cycle and set up on the blue line corner. Broken up. Don't cleanly acquire the zone. We come away with it. Harvey is going to head in. He's out 3-on-1 on his own. Splits the D a little bit. Can't connect enough with anybody down there to turn into anything, but does. Puck down deep while help arrives. 2 chips it around the back of the net where Carver's sitting in the opposite corner. He'll circle through the high slot, gets knocked off his stick. They hold the line though. Quick shot in on net, gloved and held by Chotar. Face-off will be down and to the right of the Sabres goaltender. Carver's going to take the draw. He's got Chotar and Rakowskis up front. Quick shot, high, blocker away. Right back to Ing again, settles it down, another shot looking for the tip. Puck squirts through, out the far side. Oh, the point shot went in, but they went for the tip, but there wasn't enough heat on it, so it was like a slow motion tip. It just trickled very slowly towards the goalie. He was handled it. Face off to his left, right in front of us here. Carver takes the draw, and puck goes into the boards. Chotar up to the point for Little. They turn on it, trying to square it up. Rakowski's trying to move. It comes up to the point. Backhanded deep into the corner. Cross for Rakowskis, trying to work it, but he couldn't get it turned over fast enough. Comes up to the blue line. Ing sidesteps, hot shot from the top of the slot. Nice save by the Sabres goaltender there, as he sidestepped his man and was able to get a full load on that shot. Goalie saw it coming all the way, but it was cooking. Face off, down and to his right. Reisner takes the draw. He's got Lambert and Stacey up front, into the end boards. Up to the blue line. Glove down by Lambert at the blue line. Broken up. Lambert gets a piece of it. Send in the inboard. Stacey will get there first. Circling for it. Looking for an option out front. Centers it, but Lambert couldn't pull the trigger with the poke check into his feet there. Sent ahead to Reisner from Hiltz. Hiltz will chip it in. Reisner down front. Down around the back of the net. Center and pass on. Oh, skipped it just outside of the spot where he could get a shot off. A little bit of a loop shot. Floats into the goalie. He'll catch it and hang on to it at the 7:35 mark. Face off down to the goaltender's right. We win it cleanly back to the blue line. Point shot hits a leg. Foot race. Sabres are coming in tight. They got a man on. They get a quick shot off. Rebound, another shot. Good piece of work there by Schranko to close the door. Sabres came with a head of steam on and got 2 quality scoring opportunities there. Coming back the other way. Fissel trying to get inside. He's got a step. He's down low. Quick shot. Oh, does not get a shot off as he was interfered from behind. The arm goes up, and we are going on the power play with a hooking call. 7:09. Fissel was pushing hard to get ahead of the play. He got the shoulder inside, but Sabres player got that stick in around the waist trying to keep up with him. Arm went up right away. Face-off will be down and to the right of the Sabres goaltender. 2 minutes on the clock. Line changes are in. Fonacier is going to be out front with Fissel and Iannacci up front. Who's on the far side over there? Oh, yeah, it's 2. I couldn't see, it wasn't turned. Hogaboom and 2 on the D. Drives 1 back to the blue line. 2 goes back to Iannacci. Iannacci down tight. Fonacier button hooks into the corner. Inache Financier working the bottom corner there below the net. Putting the brakes on, come back up the other way. Up to the blue line for 2. 2 sends it back in for Financier. Over to Hogaboom with the hash mark. Nice control here to get set up. Hogaboom point shot. Tipped by Financier just to the right of the net there. They bang it on it from the side. Sabres get a piece of it. They will clear the zone at the 120 mark. Sabres pick up the puck and dump it back into our zone. Cross-ice feed for Chotar. Chotar hangs on to it though, sends it right back down to Kenty. Kenty looking for an option for center pass in front, quick shot. Oh, nice save by the Sabres goaltender as it got the slip on that pass and got a shot in just above the top of the blue ice. Their goaltender's a big kid, moves well, covers up a lot of that ice, covers up a lot of that net. Carver's going to take the draw. Chotar left side, right side. Harvey on the left side. Ing up top, feeds it over for the quick shot off a Little. Center and pass is broken up down low. Chotar hang on to it at the hash marks, looking for an option. He'll kick it in the corner. Back up to Chotar. Chotar up to Ing on the blue line. Over for for Lambert. Point shot on the one-timer for Chotar off the dot. They'll put the brakes on, trying to hold that line. It's push, foot race. Who's got the legs? Boys stay in front of it, breaking up the play. Good job to stay controlled there. They had a speed guy coming down, trying to get a hold of that. 5 minutes left. That Sabre player had wheels. He was looking to get ahead of that. Wouldn't have taken much. They did a good job in the back check to keep him in between the two guys defensively and not give him an area where he could sidestep the play and break loose. Face-off will be to the left of the Sabres goaltender, Reisner, Rakowskis, Lambert with Hiltz, and Policelli. Center and pass broken up the side of the net. Chipped high off the glass. Sabres going down the left-hand side. Backhanded off the boards. Lambert coming down the right-hand side. Lambert will chip it ahead for Rakowskis in the corner. Rakowskis gets a piece of it. Tied up in the end boards. Ref is letting it go so far. Now the puck squirts loose. Lambert goes off the boards up for Policelli at the point. Policelli doesn't have anything there. He'll chip it in deep around the back of the net. Sabres catch up to it first. Held at the hash marks though. Out front, Lambert in tight, quick shot. Misses short side. Puck comes around and out over the blue line, neutral zone. Policelli kicks it back to Hiltz. Hiltz will come up in the neutral zone off the boards. Reisner will chip it in deep. Picked up by Inache. Inache over to Hiltz on the blue line. Goes off a leg, squirts off into the corner. All the way up. The arm is up. And the whistle is blown at 3:26. Icing is the call. We'll pull that all the way back and to the left, I believe. To the left of the Sabres goaltender. Yes, it will be. 3:26 remaining here in the second period. Inache left side, Stacey right side. With Financier to take the draw. He'll have Hogaboom and 2 on D. Oh, They were playing catch with it, but it goes off a leg. They get down low. Broken up and held by Schranko. Stacy and 2 were playing the short pass there, trying to set themselves up to have something to work with, and the puck bounced off a leg and sent them loose on a breakaway. But Schranko did a good job. We just got to fight our way through this lower face-off now. As we win the draw, chip it off the boards up to the blue line. Puck takes a sharp hop off the glass, curls over to the hash marks for Stacy. Stacy go around the back of the net for it. Skating up the left-hand side with it, trying to get in deep. He goes down in the corner. Fonacier will catch up to him. Tied up off a skate. Hogenboom works it. Sabres turn on it. They got 2-on-1 numbers. Bottom of the circle. Quick shot down low. Save made by Schranko. Fonacier turns on it. They've got numbers. 3-on-2. They take it deep into the zone. We get a couple guys to the bench, come up to the hash marks far side. Chotar will chip it back to the blue line. Uses the skate to keep it onside. Quick shot, deflects high over the net, but he'll reach up. He's a tall guy and gloves that down to keep things in order as we sit at 2:08, second period. Face off down and to the right. Carver will take the draw. Chotar left side, Fissel right side with Little and Ing on D. Carver trying to chase that puck down as they get first puck on the draw there. Up to the blue line, skips out into the neutral zone all the way down. Schranko will play it. Ing will get there first. He'll turn to the inside. Carver goes down behind the net. That puck squirts out high in the zone. Puck goes off a leg. Poke check by Fissel. Fissel trying to stay ahead of it. He gets a piece of it to keep the puck down low. He's got it on the backhand. Oh, good piece there by the Sabres goaltender. As we had a player floating down in the slot, Fissel went to make the backhanded pass up to the low slot. He got that paddle across and took the pass away. At the 1:28 mark, we'll get fresh legs out. Reiser will take the draw. Lambert, Harvey, Ing, Little. Puck is down low. Sabres will get a piece of it. They'll chip it off the boards. Into the neutral zone. Broken up. Lambert will go down as the boys go heavy to the boards there. Up to the blue line. Point shot. Doesn't make it through the traffic. Lambert's pass gets knocked down. Boys are battling on the hash marks there. Sabres come back the other way. Oh, he caught an edge. Sabres in tight. Hang on to it. They try to pull it across to the backhand. Can't convert. Puck squirts out the other side up into the neutral zone. "25 seconds on the clock. Sabres down. There's time for a play. They got a 2-on-1. They chip it ahead. Oh, they got tangled up a little bit, and they were not able to convert it into a rush as the puck stalled coming in over the blue line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Are we not supposed to get a flood?
I think we're supposed to get a flood.
Because the door is not open. I'm very excited for the flood.
Oh, no.
So we'll see if that door flies open. Maybe they're sitting right inside. I know that, oh, big save there to end the period. Oh, not quite, still 4.4 seconds. I know it's what the format is, 10-15, flood 15, but not every center will be doing it all the time. So we're unclear, but that is the format, and we did see that in the preseason matchups. As play grinds to a halt there on the dot, that is going to do it for first and second period action as the boys spill out onto the ice, but not to the dressing room. So there you go, no flood. Okay, all right, if you want to switch me over here, and I'll just take a minute here to catch this up. All right, listen. So we're doing our regular season loops, right? And I just want to catch you guys up to where we are here right now. Let me switch to right here so I got the correct loop on. Look, so the teams in our loop are Center Wellington, Fusion, Milton Winterhawks, Burlington Eagles Blue, Halton Hills Thunder, Brampton 45s, the Burlington Eagles Gold, Oakville Rangers, Woolwich Wildcats, Guelph Griffin, and Flamborough Sabres. But also in our loop, in what we call interlock, you will see games being played. So when I click on Oakville Rangers right now, you can see that our game tomorrow, this is taking forever, our game tomorrow is playing against the Lancaster Bombers, which is not one of those teams. So what's going on? So the West Niagara Division, they've got 6 teams that we will be playing a single game of from time to time, and our first game in this interlock series matchup will be tomorrow against the Lancaster Bombers. I'll talk more about that tomorrow, but there are 6 teams involved. So when you're looking ahead and you see some teams and you think, am I looking at the right schedule? Yes, you are. But there's a lot going on. So that's a big loop plus the extra 6 teams. A lot of hockey to be played this season, but lots of good teams and good matchups. Very much looking forward to that. As the puck rolls down into, sorry, I know that ran over a little bit, but you can see what's going on. Just trying to catch everybody up. You've turned it off, right? Good. Down in the corner, Rakowskis gets a piece of it. As the Sabres come in over the blue line, quick shot in on net. Policelli will pick up the rebound. He'll slide that ahead to Iannacci. Squirts into the zone. Fonacier will pick it up. He'll go around the back of the net. Rakowskis has the double back, but he'll pick it up. Curls in our zone. He'll come back up. Kenty has to play it right away as he comes out of the gate. Hiltz backhanded to Policelli. Policelli bangs it off the boards. A little bit out of the reach for Kenty. Kenty tries to catch up to it. Sabres go back the other way. I'm not sure how we're calling that. Did he call it head contact? What did he actually call? All right, did I miss something? Because it wasn't head contact, but the player is quite a bit shorter. Did his elbow come up? Okay, I missed the elbow coming up. That's fair then. I always want to make sure I get it right when I'm describing it. So apparently, I'll take a look in the replay. But I guess his elbow came up. The player's also quite a bit shorter, so it's, you get that. I mean, even if you look on the ice here right now, swing the camera to the Sabres guys, right? Even on their own team, right? They got 2 guys there. There's a foot difference in those guys in height, right? And you get that at this age. So a tall player to a short player, and depending on the guys you match up with, you know, you don't get the same kind of a hit. And an inadvertent elbow can be an elbow, right? And an elbow is an elbow. You got to be in control. They have opened the gate. I don't know what that means. Why did the gate open? That's odd. Okay, so he's going back in. Oh, and we're serving a second penalty. All right. I have definitely missed something because there are 2 Rangers in the box. And there's a lot of discussion. So we're sitting at 13:31. There was the contact when Stacy hit the player just in over the blue line. They called that, but I don't know what the penalty to Iannacci was for. I'm hoping I can get some sort of indicator here.
Maybe he said something.
I don't want to speculate. But I can tell you that Coach Policelli and the head referee are making dinner plans over there tonight because they're having an awful long conversation. So clearly that's what they're doing, is making dinner plans. Now the linesman is coming. He's like, where are you guys going to dinner? He's like, can I come? I'm like, no, you're not invited, dude. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out after the game. If it's worth updating, I'll let you know. But anyway, it is 2 2-minute minors to Stacy and Policelli. We are going to be down 3 on 5 for 2 minutes. All right, here we go. 13:31. Carvey. Sabres pick it up at the blue line. D-to-D pass. Sabres, top of the circle, quick shot in on net, glove down, held, no, squirts out the other side. Get a piece of it, comes into the skates. Sabres trying to move that puck. Center and pass out front, squirts through, get a stick on it first, and get it out of the zone. They're going to skate for it a little bit. That'll kill a portion. As Carver comes down, he's going to get it deep into the zone, around the back of the net. Skate it right back up to the blue line, too, with the shot. Point shot hits a leg. Carver comes out, get a buddy on quick. Got to be fast changes. As Hogaboom's got a man on, fans on it, requires it, up to the blue line and out. That kills the first 45. Okay, don't panic. I think I'm panicking more than they are. Puck is sent in deep. That gets us down to the minute mark. As Sabres get some fresh legs, they'll come out the left-hand side. Lambert's going to lead in a little bit. Sabres down the left-hand side, gets a knocked off a stick. Poke check, sent in deep. Little gets a piece of it. He'll come up the middle and gets over the line and out. Now it's going to bring us down to about the 30 mark. 1 more quarter to go here, boys. Hang on tight. As Sabres stop behind the net to set up, they're going to come out with a head of steam. Sabres coming down the right-hand side, trying to break in over. Poke check by Ing, but they hang on to a quick shot in tight. And shot on the short side and held. Lots of pushing and shoving. As Schranko did a good job to hold the post really tight as that shot was brought in tight. Kept it in front of him, but it bounced the blue ice. He covered on it right away. So 17. "17 seconds remaining. Reisner takes a draw, puck up to the hash marks. Reisner will turn on it. Over to Sabres. Sabres hash marks up to the D. They'll go D to D on the top left-hand side. Quick shot in on net. Save, but rebound out in the corner. Good job, Schranko there. Puck comes right back up. Another shot, drops down low. Deflected, short side. Stacy is now out. Penley is back out. We are back to even strength. Broken up at the blue line. As the boys battle for it right on the blue line, refs are letting it go. It goes back to Policelli. Policelli shoots it at the referee. He didn't do it on purpose, but Policelli goes into the corner. Into the feet. Into the feet. Puck goes through, out the other side. Iannacci will go around the back of the net with it. Iannacci will go cross ice. Hiltz looking, quick shot, in on net, rebound. Stacey will pick it up at the end boards. Put the brakes on, go back the other side. Iannacci comes in and give him a hand. Carver in on the boards. They'll go back in the end boards for Stacey. Stacey will turn. Center pass in front for Iannacci. Quick shot goes over the top of the net. They turn on it. Kenty into the corner. Up to the blue line. Not out. Hiltz holds the line. Pushes it down to the hash marks. Down around the back of the net. Up the far side. A little bit more contact starting to show up in these games now. Stacey to the side of the net. Quick shot. Another shot on the side of the net. They'll go down in the corner with it. Stacey picks up the loose puck around the back of the net, trying to center it out front. Back up top for two. Two tries to backhand it through, bouncing puck. Hogaboom holds the line. Puck is in deep. Hogaboom has it hop over his stick. He's got a man on. That's a loose puck. He'll stay inside of it. Good job to tie him up. Well, the defense pairs up and comes out the other side. Puck is sent the full length of the ice, so not icing. Sabres will pick it up first. Hogaboom jumps the pass. Bottom of the circle. He'll kick it under the bottom of the net. They picked up by the Sabres. Sabres coming back the other way. They're out in front. Lots of speed. Down low. In tight. Quick shot. And scores at 9:02. The Sabres are on the board. And this is a 2-1 game in the third period. So 9:02, there's a 1-goal game. You can be sure now things are going to start to heat up. 100%. Fissel picks up the puck right off the draw. Down tight, has to go off a leg. Up to the blue line, out. Little picks it up, drops it for Ing. Ing coming through the neutral zone. He'll acquire the blue line. Play is onside, gets in tight down low. Backhands the shovel pass in on net. Sabres goaltender will hang on to it. Who's there? Reisner takes the draw. Back for Little. Point shot deflected. Bounce towards the net, so the Sabres goaltender will pick it up right away. We'll reset. I couldn't see before. So Reisner on the draw, Rakowskis left side, Fissel right side with Ing and Little, right? No, yes, Little. Yeah, Little. Puck is tied up down low. Comes back up for Little, top of the circle. Point shot. Squirts out far side, catches up for Ing on the hash marks. Hits a leg. Rakowskis will pick it up, backhand around the back of the net, but it hits the referee. Side of the net, trying to shove it in. Oh, the door was open for a split second there. Just past the halfway mark of the third period. Puck comes up in the neutral zone. They are out in front by a short big, quick shot. Oh, nice piece of defense right there. Was that Little that did that? Little came, I believe it was Little that came back, got his stick in just enough when he went to pull his shot and his move to break up that play, and all he could get was a backhander on it. And Schranko stayed down low, kept that play in order. Has to hang on to it. Face-off is going to be down and to his left. But at 7:55, this is still a 2-1 game. Great piece of work between the D and the goaltender there to keep all that in order. Now let's get out of our zone. We got work to do on the other end of the ice. Sabres get kicked out of the circle. Kicked up for Stacey on the left-hand side. Push in deep. We catch an edge. Turn the other way. Kenty picks up the loose puck. Carver down low. Can he move the puck in time? Oh, they had Stacey sitting just on the inside. Now they pick it back up. Harvey up front, trying to move that puck over to Kenty in the mid slot. Bouncing puck through the neutral zone there as the boys had trouble getting cleanly out. Broken up at the blue line there. Poke checked by Hogaboom. Hogaboom gets a piece of it, chips it off the boards for Stacey. Stacey chips it out for Iannacci, but he was heading to the bench. Sabres come away with it in the neutral zone. Stacey will chip it in deep and head to the bench. Lambert down there low with them. Puck comes up to the hash marks. Just a little bit more than 6 minutes left in this 2-1 home opener in favor of the Rangers. Goes down, Chotar picks it up, circles to the bottom left side, down on the back of the net, puts the brakes on, comes out the other side looking for an option. Quick shot side of the net, held by the Sabres goaltender. He is playing a great game. That goaltender has seen quite a number of quality scoring chances, and he is very, very fundamentally sound and very squared. He's doing a great job. He's a good piece of work. I like him. All right, face off down to their right. Lambert jumps ahead on the wing, clean over to the corner, up to the blue line, but not out. Oh, arm goes up on the Sabres as they get a check into the corner on the numbers. Delay penalty out front. There's the whistle. At 5:29, it will be 2 minutes for boarding. It's always the thing. They're still learning this. I know in the preseason I talked about it a bunch, but the players are still quickly learning it, and the players are still learning to evade, right? So when they go into the corner and they feel that hit coming, they should turn away from it, but when they do, the guy that's about to lay the hit, if you see those numbers show up, you can't follow through with that hit, or it's going to be a boarding call, especially when you're in tight. That's exactly what happened there. Into the end boards. Resner around the back of the net, trying to feed an option. Bouncing puck. Oh, Fissel did a good job to hold the line as they were threatening to be gone. Quick shot. Another quick shot in tight. Off the Fissel with the point, with the one-timer off the low dot. I think Rakowskis followed it up. I might have that backwards. I don't have the advantage of instant replay when I get the names wrong in the wrong order, but usually I've got it right, and then Daryl will usually remind me if I'll quietly ask him, did I have that right? Boys coming up the left-hand side, they have to put the hook on and go it the other way. We're down to just inside 5 minutes remaining in this home opener. 2-1 is the score. Minute 20 left on the power play. Puck rolls right in on net. They're going to have to cover that up as the players are looming. 1:13. So we're going to get fresh legs out. We've got Kenty, Inachi, Stacy up front, and we'll have Policelli and Hiltzy on D. Draws one back to Policelli, but the puck rolled on him, so they're going to have to slip inside the blue line and set up. Policelli will go over to Hiltz. Policelli up for Kenty. Kenty will come in over the line. Drops it for Stacy. Stacy goes around the boards, tries to shot on the backhand, misses, pops out. Hiltzy picks it up. Hiltzy will go back over. Quick shot in on net. Stacy tries for the poke afterwards, but held in the blue ice. 44 remaining. Point shot hits a body. They're going to send that the length of the ice. 30 seconds thereabouts left on the power play as Hiltz will go around the back of the net. We'll get set up. Didn't get out cleanly. It's up for Iannachi. Iannachi will chip it off the boards, but he's being pressured. Stacy takes it in over the line, trying to get down low. He leaves it for Hiltz. It comes up over the blue line. Got to tag up quickly, boys. Head back in hard. Down at the hash marks, Iannachi and Kenty are circling. They're back to full strength. Puck squirts out far side. Hogaboom will catch up to it first, but he's got a man on. Chipped off the boards for Kenty. Kenty hits the referee. Puck squirts out in the middle. Cross ice feed, squirts out the other side. Is going in towards the net. Icing is waved. Oh, the puck dribbled out. You got to wait on it, wait on it, wait on it. Chotar sidesteps, keeps the puck alive in the neutral zone. He'll go over to 2. 2 goes up to Harvey on the right-hand side. Sorry, I got my tangled up there. Lambert steps it over the blue line, gets knocked off his stick. We're down to 2:20 remaining. Sabres down the left-hand side. Center and pass broken up, comes in towards the net. And Schranko says, I'm just going to hang on to this for a second, because have you guys seen that there's only 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in this 2-1 game? And I don't want any loose pucks. So, fresh legs, face off, down deep. Reisner will take the draw. Fissel left side and Rakowskis right side with Ing and Little down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rakowskis steps in to give him a hand. Puck is loose around the back of the net. Comes away with it, looking for an option. Center and pass up at the blue line, holds the line, but he has to chip it back down for Rakowskis. Slips through, over for Reisner. Trying to chip it down for a shot. Quick shot in on that, scores! That was Rakowskis with a bullet shot from the mid-slot. How do you like that? I didn't
see it. I lost the puck.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That was a nice shot. 144. 144 in the third shot, by Rakowskis. I'm not sure who had the assist on that. Don't worry, I'm not the official stats keeper. I just call what I see. Don't worry, they will get everything, and you'll see it probably when you watch it back. But it was from Rakowskis. There was an assist there, but I lost it. But that was a beauty goal. He was mid-slot and fired a bullet off the back bar to give us a little bit of breathing room. And with 1.5 minutes left in this season opener, Rangers now up 3-1. Puck comes up in the neutral zone. Rakowskis putting some pressure up front. Puck goes into the Rangers bench at the 1:11 mark. Face off by Kenty, just outside the opposition blue line. Sabres come away with it, but the puck gets knocked off the stake up in the neutral zone as we roll up on the last minute of this home opener, third period. Broken up, puck squirts off into the hash marks. They've still got their goaltender in. I don't know that they intend to pull him. The puck is tied up at the hash mark. Stacey goes in, knocks man on. And we're going to have another penalty called. You cannot put your shoulder on a guy's numbers. You put your shoulder on a guy's numbers, you're going in the box. The referees will be calling that stuff every single time. If you do that near the boards, it's boarding, right? So, 36. Quick shot in on net. Knocked away, 30 seconds on the clock. Puck comes out over the blue line. Their net is now empty. Their net is now empty. We got 20 seconds on the clock. Chipped out of the zone, in deep. Sabres had a cherry picker up high. They weren't able to get to it. They get high in the zone, but that's going to do it right there in Game 1, season opener, our home opener your Oakville Rangers have stayed out in front and pulled away their first victory of the year at a score of 3-1 here on Saturday afternoon. If you just want to jump over, let the boys go down, get the shots there, and when they scroll over, just pull over, not just get the next game set up. So goals came in the first period at the 7:40 mark from Kenty, and then in the second period on the 10:20 mark from Fissel, and then in the third period at the 1:44 mark from Makauskis as the boys head off. 3-1 is the final score here this afternoon.